What did you need?
Oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Picking up where we left off last time. I did say I would get my last two rune items, which I did. So the first one is the rune axe, which the enchantment does additional sun damage based on the number of undead killed, and it keeps track of it. Now, as you can see, unlike the rune hammer, this one does have a charge to it. But it's still pretty good if you wanted to use it. Unfortunately, we switched from one-handed to two-handed. But if we were still doing one-handed, this would actually be pretty decent to walk around with whenever we came across a place that had undead in it, which would include Draugr, skeletons, vampires, stuff like that. Because obviously that would do more and more damage. I imagine there is probably a cap to the damage it can do, but I don't know for sure. And then the other thing is the rune shield. So plus 10 bash damage against vampires, and specifically vampires, not just undead. And sustained blocking creates a minor sun shield doing 10 points of damage while draining the wielder's stamina. For some reason it didn't actually equip the shield. And as you can see, as it drains the stamina, it does some sun damage. It's only 10 damage. I'm assuming that's 10 damage per second. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Which, as you can imagine, not the most useful of the three items. I mean, the runes you can put down
just around this bend.
with the Warhammer is nice because it's just like an extra 50 points of damage, and you can set that up like as they're coming towards you.
Down here. I mean, it is big, but well, even bigger.
Yeah, it's a big motherfucker. When you're inside of it, though, it does not feel that big. I can tell you right now. And hey, look. We found the hidden dock. So yeah, we'll be focusing on main quest line on this part. But we will also unlock a new area that we will explore in the next part. Because while it is a fairly sizable area, it there you go, that one. Oh, there's no, that's Serana. Oh, there it is. Ah, she got it. While it is a fairly sizable area, assuming we don't get lost, I think it'll only take us one part to clean up the little bit or the stuff that's in that area. Because there's basically two maps that will unlock during this DLC, and one is coming up. One we'll get to in this part.
Where'd you come from? Here we go.
I've been doing those other quests that and I've just been running through and not bothering to loot anything, that I just automatically just started ignoring them all. So this is a feral vampire. I don't think that you ever see another one of these. See, not good enough to live in their stupid keep, am I? Stupid sods don't realize I moved into the Undercroft and started taking control of their own death hounds. I'll get my revenge. So yeah, she got kicked out of the house, so to speak, and moved down here. But I'm pretty sure that she's the only feral vampire that you come across in this entire game. I don't know that for 100%, but I can't think of ever coming across another one. So, what constitutes a feral vampire? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we also got vampire gauntlets here. Actually, you know what? We'll grab those. Because,
yes? What did you need?
Maybe I will decide to change out Serana's armor for something a little less revealing. Got vampire boots boots there. Let's see. Boots and that. Okay, both of those are light armor. Plate, air trap there for no reason. I don't know why you would have that activated, like open on your shelf like that. But yeah, I don't know what would constitute a feral vampire.
Security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
Okay. But I want to see what's over here first. Besides another dead skeleton. Skeever. Alright. Let's go left then. Because, yeah, that just leads out into this pit, which, as you can tell, is just a spike pit. I don't think there's anything important there. Also, these things on the side do hurt you if you walk into them. So, it's not a huge amount of damage, just like any other trap in this game, except for the ones that, like, insta-kill you. They really don't have a middle ground for their traps in this game. They either do so little damage that there's very little point in the trap even being there, or they do so much damage that unless you have like an insane amount of health, you're gonna die. I don't remember if your armor affects trap damage though, because I mean it lowers physical damage done to you, so it could. I guess it would make sense. Salt pyro potions. Guess we'll check this wardrobe. Yeah, got a little bit of gold out of it. Okay. Ugh, spider webs. Chest. I do believe that there is some. I don't remember how much there is. I know that there's like vampire royal armor, I do believe. But I don't remember if there's like more than just a chest piece of it. Because there is your standard vampire robes, and then you get your standard vampire armor. But I want to say that there is like an ultimate royal version of it. I doubt that it's that much better. It's probably the same stuff that Serana was wearing when we first got her, since she is technically a royal. Where does this lead to? Oh, just right above where we just were. So it's just a shortcut back down then. Yep. Sploosh. Ooh, although what's up here? Because you know what, I bet you if we go up there, we could whirlwind sprint across. Nope, that's not the way. There we go. God, so many fucking little skeleton pieces in there, just kind of fucking me up a little bit. Pretty sure I put it on here. Sure did. Boosh, all the way over. Look at that. What did he have? Gold, healing, necklace, potion, and a chest. If you're wondering, by the way, because like I obviously I keep looting stuff, even though we know I don't need anything out of it. We know that I don't need the money for selling any of this stuff, but if you're wondering why I do still keep looting stuff like this, honestly, it's purely for you guys. Because like, if you come through this at like an earlier level or something, you know, like some of this stuff might actually be useful for you, you know?
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door.
seem to have lost her a little bit, but that's fine. We could still hear that at least, although she wasn't close enough for subtitles to come up.
We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
So, this is one of those things.
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
That doesn't necessarily make sense. But we'll get into that later. So over here, like she said, this has been sealed up by her father, by Harkon there. And if you join the vampires, at the end of their quest line, like at the end of the DLC, you can, I do believe, actually have this cleaned up so that you can come out here whenever. And it makes like a nice little shortcut to out here. Anyway, so we have pieces of the moon dial missing. And as you can imagine, we must find them. It's not really all that big of a puzzle. I do believe they are all, yeah, there we go. So we got a crescent moon crest there. So Volkihar East Tower. Gardens. North Tower. Where the hell did we come out of, in all honesty? Like, I'm not sure. This is where we just were, wasn't it? Oh. There's one, a half moon. So we got a crescent moon and a half moon. If you're wondering why you would want a shortcut out here, by the way, it's because even though you yourself don't get to plant anything, this must be where we came out of, right? The Undercroft, yeah. So maybe we'll check out these towers. I don't think that we need anything from them, but so that's where the half moon one goes. This is where that's the new moon. So that would be the crescent moon. That would be a new moon. Okay, well, it looks like we're still missing a couple of them. But let's check out the... I don't think that they're in the towers. I'm reasonably certain they're not, but we're going to check them out anyway, because, you know, they're obviously areas that we haven't been to yet. Now these areas you have to come at from the courtyard. You can't enter here from the from the main vampire hall or from the main castle, because even though the castle hasn't been, or even though they've had multiple multiple powerful vampires living in this castle for thousands of years, they aren't very good at upkeep. Where's Serana? Oh, right, she's probably waiting out by the... by the moon dial. I think that we lost her as a follower for a second. Yeah, why not? I still don't actually remember what the fuck those Varla stones do, but whatever, I'll take it. There. Rather large plate. Platter, I guess, whatever. You alive? No? Your actual gargoyle? Okay. Plate. Like I said, I don't think that the missing dials are in here, but at the same time, I mean, they're definitely not in this chest, because I don't think that they ever put anything that that's required into something with a lock on it, which is weird. Well, I guess, no, that's not true, because they do, but if they do, there's going to be a key that you can acquire, whereas for a chest like this, there's obviously not going to be a key for it. Because why would you have a key for a chest? Did I open this chest even? Yeah, I must have. It's empty. Alright, well, I'm not seeing the dial. And that's where I came in, so I've got to find my way back up around to there. Man, these armored skellies, man. I guess they were tired of the jokes before this came out, how the skeletons in this game are just oh so worthless. I don't think even if you finish the vampire questline that you get keys to any of this shit. Gold ingots, silver jeweled necklace, garnet, and that's it. Alright. Yeah, that seems to be it. I mean, I didn't spot a crest here, so back out to the courtyard. Maybe we'll go talk to Serana. Or maybe if, like, yeah, you need to have the proper crest. That one's already
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
Okay, so what's so special about the moon dial?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
Does it work?
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing beamed out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
So what exactly am I doing to it?
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. Look around for the missing crests.
Okay, so she is still technically my follower, but because of the scripts that are running right now. Okay, there's the full moon crest. So we'll check out the other tower first, though, the east one. Let's see what's in here. Oh god, that one hurt. You ever sneeze so hard it hurts your nuts? It's pleasant. Alright. Wow, this place looks even shittier than the other tower. Damn. Oh wow. The coin purse, no, it's spilled out. Yeah, this tower's like really fucked. This is one of those things, like, I feel like they had a lot of wasted potential when it came to Dawnguard in regards to the bases, right? Because, like, you have Castle Volkihar and Fort Dawnguard, right? Those are the two bases of operations. Obviously, Vampire and do it, sure did. Vampire and Dawnguard, respectively.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to... Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
Alright. But yeah, I feel like there was like a lot of wasted potential there because like even after, because like I feel like they could have had them upgrade a bit more. Like after we're done this quest, when we go back to Castle Don or Fort Dawnguard, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a castle. You'll see that some more improvements have been made, and that's cool that they did that.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Well, I mean, a lot of blood here. That just close up our exit, looks like. Yeah. But yeah, like you get a little bit of improvement there. But when you're on the vampire side, I don't think that you get any improvements. Like I think once the whole quest line is done, you can give a little bit of money to one of the vampire guys. You haven't left the first room, Serana. Calm down. And like I said, he'll open up the path to the courtyard. But I think that's like it. Like I don't think that there's any other upgrades or improvements or anything. Like you get some, I do believe that there's some people in the castle that are vampire that are like, I don't remember what they're called. I think they get called cattle or something. Because they're just people who are purely there so that the vampires can drink their blood, right? And I'm not even 100% sure that they respawn at any point.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
So like if you kill them, either by accident or on purpose, I'm pretty sure like that's it for them.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
And yeah, it's like because like you have all these cool areas of like the castle, and you have all those areas in Fort Dawnguard, but you just don't get to do anything with them. Like even after the quest line is complete for the Dawnguard, like we're gonna do, there's still like cobwebs and just cluttered crap everywhere in the fort. Like, and like if they had done the vampires differently, like, and like let you upgrade it as you go, let you like rebuild like some of these areas that had been abandoned for so long, like that would have been cool as fuck. But unfortunately, it's just not a thing. You get to open up one path that just leads to more ruined stuff. It just gives you a little bit of a shortcut, And obviously, when you're the Dawnguard, you don't get that shortcut, but you also don't live in the castle, so it would be a weird thing for you to bother unblocking a pathway in it.
Who's there?
Not to mention, I don't think that a vampire or Dawnguard, I don't think there's a reason really outside of the outside the little bit of alchemy ingredients that you can get out of the courtyard. I don't think that there's much of a reason to come back to this area, Sure. Alright, so we got a little bit of gold to take it that long.
Sure of it.
Yeah, I know. Keep saying that. I love that the lights turn on when you walk by. It doesn't make any sense. I know it's like, oh, but it's magic. It's like, sure, but it's still like actual fire in the things. Like, if it was like a magical orb looking thing, maybe I would buy it, but I mean, I don't know why the fire would activate.
Where'd you come from?
We'll say those things take a lot of hits for an enemy. You got this, Serana. sure you got this. You alive? No. Don't worry, I'll get over there to help at some point. Man, it does not sound like she's got this, man. No, don't. Oh, she's fighting something else now. Where the hell did all this come from? There we go.
I knew I had
Somebody...
something.
Oh, way up there. I was gonna say, wasn't there somebody else firing arrows? But look, she got that one down quite easily. Ah, mages. So worthless in this game. I could force her to use her sword more because I have the follower tweaks thing, but I kind of wish that she would use her sword at least a little more, but I don't think that I think I removed her fighting style, just left it on default. Of course I gave her some new spells, but other than that I didn't like make her a spell sword or anything. Man, what a shitty place. Also, I really hope that that was closed door that popped up there and not sleep in bed, because that would be a little much, considering that the bed is broken in half. Serana, we got some more skelly screws for you. Ow. Man, some of these skeletons are fairly sturdy, man. There you go, get in there with that sword. You'll do significantly more damage that way. Not a whole lot in this tower, man. I mean, I know it's a ruined tower, but you know. Oh, that gargoyle's gonna be alive, that's for sure. Oh. Well then. What? There it is. Had to pull the chain first.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
My heavy armor's going up though, that's good. That is the nice thing about fighting enemies that don't immediately die. Oh, this is where that other skeleton was that she lightning bolted off the balcony. I don't think there's a vampire helmet. Like, for all the vampire armor, I don't think that there's a helmet. Also, what does this chain do? Oh. Well. Well, unless that opens something further ahead. That must be what that first chain does. I mean, that lightning spell does quite a bit of damage to them. Chop at him. Chop at him. There we go. 2 rubies. I kind of wish, once again, now this would take a lot more considering that the loot is randomized, but I mean, it would be kind of nice if, like, because most of the gargoyles have 1 or 2 gems on them, like, that isn't even the Crown of Baron's Aya's effect there, giving us all these gems out of the gargoyles. That's, like, it might be affecting it a little bit. But they still usually have at least 1 in it. I kind of wish that they were guaranteed to have 2. And depending on what gems they had on them, it changed, like, the color of their eyes. And it's like, that's where the gems went. Or where the gems are. Because, I mean, they always drop gems and, like, ores, right? It's like, it would kind of be cool. Now, granted, that's a lot of effort for just some random enemy that you fight in Skyrim. But it would still be cool if, like, their body color changed based on what ore they had on them. And their eyes changed based on what gems they had on them.
That'll teach you.
Like I said, way more effort than they're gonna put into a random enemy that you... Oh, but, I mean, like, you don't fight a huge amount of them, but you can get, like, random encounters with them. You can, there are vampires who well, actually, to be fair, I don't think that's true. When you're a vampire lord, you can summon gargoyles. You can get a spell that summons gargoyles. I'm gonna jump down. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Apparently they went up. Ooh, Serana, does not sound like you're doing well over there. Well, you got one down, actually.
That'll teach you.
So I mean, like, you can end up fighting quite a few, or having quite a few, but I still think that it would have been neat. Especially since you get like you don't get ingots, you get raw ore from them most of the time. All the time, actually. I don't think that they drop ingots. I'm pretty sure all they drop is ore. And that's the other door we could have came in. The alternate path here through the expert lock gate doesn't really make too much difference, does it? Because you can get to both of these areas through the other one. And then if you end up fighting in one of the areas, you're going to draw the attention of the guys in the other path. Because they, like, overlap each other so much. Like, you know what, we may not get nearly as far as I thought we would today. When I started today, I really expected to get, like, I forgot just how extensive this part of getting to this place was. Like, and, like, we're not even at the new area yet. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh well, this is where they were carving gargoyles. You know, I don't know what exactly they do to the gargoyles to make it so that, like... Oh, there was another one. I was like, I swore that something else popped up. Because, like, as you saw with that one that I was like, oh, this one's clearly one. And then, like, I hit him and he didn't wake up. They are invulnerable. When they're still, like, stone. Now, are the rest of you gonna come up? Oh, look, she resurrected one of the gargoyles.
I'm sure of it. I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet
Oh, here we go. Vampire Royal Armor. It is there, but it looks like it's already enchanted, which sucks. Let's see what it does. Magicka regenerates 125% faster. Well, considering
we're getting
a
close.
silver sword for some reason. I wonder if you can get an unenchanted part of that. I don't know how it looks on Serana.
Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
Okay. So if that's the way we're supposed to go, what's with her? Okay, I guess that they just went. That ladder was like, for them to put the gargoyle up there. I guess like that was the last one they put up before just randomly abandoning this place. Once again, whole clan of vampires living like within the same building that we're in. Hey, we made it. How long have we been going? 35 minutes. Well, I don't know. I feel like we've been going longer than that.
I knew she was deep in necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Your mother maintained quite a lab.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
I mean, when you're talking about like these kind of gargoyles, that would be what my thoughts were. It's not like you saying that and like me looking at the gargoyles like, yeah, they're kind of sexy. Like I don't think that anybody's first thought would be
She probably had a journal or something.
anything like that. Bone meal,
Keep
spider
searching
egg.
for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
Yes, yes.
Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
Elgear, Nightshade, Frost. Yeah, she has a lot of good ingredients here. I don't remember if any of this stuff respawns. Finely ground bone meal. She does have some unique ones here as well. The Dowry is one that we apparently never read. Opusculus Lame. Wow, alright. The Restless Death. The True Nature of Orcs. Have I really never got that one before? Oh, there's her journal. This Mother is apparently one I never read. Feel like that's not true. Fae Folk in 1. We'll take that. Oh, look, here's a bunch of ruined books. The Lusty Argonian made Volume 2. Alright, Valerica's journal. Harkin's short-sightedness is becoming a serious problem. I've warned him time and time again that his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, and yet he refuses to so much as listen to a word I say. I become less a wife and more of an annoyance in his eyes. Devoting attention to my work is the only solace I can find while enduring his ridiculous crusade. I had a breakthrough today. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the soul cairn properly by using a small sample of ingredients. Although the portal opened only for a few seconds, I'm confident that with the proper formula it can be sustained indefinitely. I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient, something of sufficient potency that can resist the forces trying to prevent my intrusion. Communing with the ideal masters has proved worthless. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance, whether I ensure them a steady supply of souls or not. If I'm to escape Harkon's clutches, I need to keep the portal open long enough to carry me away from here, forever if need be. I've done it after wasting thousands of gold coins on components. I've discovered how to sustain the portal. I'm listing the components below without the proper amounts for my own protection. As a secondary precaution, I am combining my own blood into the formula, which should prevent anyone from being able to duplicate it and following me into the soul cairn. The formula consists of finely ground bone meal, purified void salt, and soul gem shards. Using the proper measurements, place the above in the silver-lined portal vessel and add blood as a reactive agent. I will make my way into the soul cairn tomorrow after I gather my things and prepare for a potentially lengthy exile. More importantly, I must enact my plans with Serana and get her to Dim Hollow Crypt as soon as possible. Doesn't really make sense, because why wouldn't you just take Serana with you if the whole point was to keep her and her Elder Scroll away from Harkon, but... or at least send her further away than, you know, Skyrim.
Any luck yet?
Yeah, I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this soul cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
I mean, you are her daughter.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Are all of those ingredients here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Alright, well, we've already got one. We got the finely ground bone dust or whatever. The balcony, by the way, is just an exit. Because if you stand out there, there isn't a whole lot out there, but if you stand out there, you can, there's the shards. You can fast travel away from this place. It may also, actually, come to think of it, it may also be when we go out there, give us a fast travel point so that we can specifically return to here. So that we can go back into the soul cairn whenever we want. But I do plan on trying to get everything that's in the soul cairn done while we're in there the first time. Grab the whatever that was, ice wraith tea, flower, small pearl. There we go. And then what else do we need? We need the purified void salts, right? Ear, film, or ear. Both called ear. Very different methods for obtaining. Dart wings, which for some reason, even though they're clearly dead on the shelf, still make the noise like they're alive when you pick them up. Frost salt, salt pile, void salts, fire salt. There's the purified void salts. You know, she didn't leave the amounts there, and yet we're just gonna dump all this in and be like, good enough.
Then the rest is up to me.
Sure
Are you
is.
ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Oh. Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will we do? Or what will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
I mean, sure, it sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
Well, we won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open.
All right, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal with a soul cairn. Incredible. Are you alright? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess?
There might be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
I mean, I kind of need that to live, yeah.
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
And these are the only options?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind?
Alright, well, soul trap me.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through.
I
You'll
got, like...
remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn.
You know what? I'm so fucking powerful that you can probably weaken me a lot. You know how many dragon souls I've got? Maybe I should just offer one of them.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely. I mean, I don't know why I would. I mean, I trust her completely as the person playing the game because I know that there's no physical way for her to betray me. But I mean...
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Alright, so I now have a weakened soul. Man, I have so many things here. Alright, maybe it's because I haven't actually went in yet. Because I don't remember there actually being an effect.
Look at this place. I can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified.
Oh, there it is. Health, magic, and stamina recover slowly while in Soul Cairn and are reduced by 45 points. Which means I still have over 300 of each. Also, do I got any more that I can put in here? Bleeding damage, critical attack is worthless. Oh, that's good. That's worthless. And those are worthless. Alright. What about heavy armor? That went up a little. And I think I might actually have to like close Skyrim after I'm done my videos for today. Alright, well we're at 50 minutes already, which is not enough time to finish the soul. Even just like focusing main quest line, that isn't enough to finish off the soul cairn. So next part we'll focus on the main story. We'll focus on the main quest line. Because obviously at some point we get the quest to leave. Or at some point we'll have to leave. So we'll focus on that and we'll see what the time is at once we're done. Because I don't think there's a huge amount to do in the Soul Cairn. But it is very easy to get lost and not be able to find your way around. Or not be able to figure out where you are. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.